Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody's awesome. So, we got about 10 more days left on the new event thingy, or on the old event thingy, then the new update will be here, and we're going to have a new Titan and all kinds of crap, probably Titan pilots and you name it. So, everybody get ready for that. It's going to be a thing very soon. And there we go. Let me turn on the thing so when I talk, the music turns down a little bit. There we go. We got the ducking set up. That's working, I think. Rakesh, what's up? Godzilla, how's it going? Mario, hello, hello. Ebba, what's up? Abby, Uncle, we got 16. We got Antisocial. Nice to see you guys. Bragok, what's going on? Nicholas, what's up? What's up? What's up? Burso, how you guys doing? South Coast, how's it going, buddy? So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the new Titan to come out, or are you guys a little bit scared of it? I think it's going to be really brutal, but we don't know for sure because all we can really go by is what it was like on the test server so far. Now, like, the Sirius Titan was absolutely amazing on the test server, but when he came out to the live server, he wasn't really that good, so you can't really judge things exactly by what they're like on the test server. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, to tell you the truth. 16 says he thinks the new Reaper weapons are going to destroy everything. You know, yeah, I mean, I'm a little scared to see what those are going to be like. They're probably going to be the ultimate sniper weapon, but we'll see what happens. The new robot looks really scary. So we're going to need a lot of anti-stealth, right? There's already a million things that go into stealth in this game. So I think on the next update, that new robot's going to start showing up everywhere once the paid players get a hold of them. And my God, we are going to need some anti-stealth to kill that thing. So it's definitely starting to turn more into a long-range weapon game right now, I would say. Southern says the Rook jump ability is going to ruin his Indra gameplay. Well, I don't know, buddy. You got to save the Indra's abilities. You got to time them properly, because if that thing jumps on you and you can go into the ability and avoid it, that would definitely help you out there. So it's all about ability timing there. All right, so Battle Royal, how's it going? He says, first time on the Q&A stream. Nice to see you here, my friend. What's up, Sword? Sword is scared of the Titan pilots. Yes, the Titan pilots are going to be a little bit crazy. I'm not exactly looking forward to this. We don't know exactly how they're going to be leveled up either. So we know they're going to have to get them and level them up. More than likely, you're going to have to spend your platinum on them. And what I really hope is you can change the pilot from Titan to Titan. Not like a robot. What I really hate about pilots is if you take one off of one robot and put it on the next, none of the skills you spent your gold on work anymore. So all I can say is I really hope when the Titan pilots come out, they reverse that and it'll work on any Titan you put it on. If not, that's going to be terrible, I think. So we'll have to wait and see, but that's what I'm hoping for. That's the best case scenario. But, I mean, it's going to be rough, guys. It's going to be really rough when those Titans come out. But yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm a little bit scared. I ain't going to lie. It's going to be, it's going to be one of those deals where I don't think I'm going to like it very much, honestly. But what can you do, I guess? I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. They're coming, and there's nothing we can do about it. So everybody get ready. Brogok is building a mender. Nice, nice. Yeah, you need to put the pilot on the mender. If you play the mender properly with that special edition Marie Leclerc pilot on there, it will do amazing. So yes, it's not easy to play though. It takes a little bit of getting used to. So it might take you a minute to get used to it, but once you get the hang of it, I think you'll really like it. I mean, it's a really nice little robot, but you just have to learn to play it properly. LOL says, what happened last Thursday? What do you mean? As in what, my friend? I'm not really sure what you're asking about there. What do I think about the Lynx? The Lynx is a really fun robot. It is pretty squishy. You got to learn to play it properly. It's kind of like the Orochi, you know? You kind of wait for the stealth, you rush in, you try and take somebody out, and you get out of there. The only thing I don't like about it is, you know, it's kind of a kill stealer, I guess. Like, it comes in and steals your kills sometimes, but... What's up, Soviet Onion? I have no idea how we're going to get the pilots, honestly. That's not something they've told us yet. So I don't know how we get them. I'm guessing there's probably going to be a Titan pilot store, or maybe you're going to have to buy it with real money, or maybe they'll put it in the operations pass. I really don't know. They don't really tell us too much about that ahead of time. We usually find stuff out like that at the same time as you guys do. Bruno, what's up? How you doing? Rakesh wants to know, when will Pixonic fix the matchmaking? I really have no idea, but some days the matchmaking is pretty good. Other days it's absolutely terrible. It definitely needs a little bit of work, in my opinion. So I hope they do something with it sometime soon. But honestly, I'm not really sure if that's something that's on their priority list to do or not. Ibu says, are we going to have game footage? No, actually, I don't have any game footage at all. LOL says, what do you mean focus on the streamer? I'm not sure what you were referring to there. Oh, antisocial. Yeah, the last couple of weeks, what I noticed when I'm doing the time drop live streams is sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 or 4 people that just gang up on me, and they strictly come after me. I can be on the opposite side of the map in the back corner, and all 4 of them will just ignore everything they're doing and just head over my way to try and kill me as quickly as they can. And you know, that's a really crap way to play. So all right, Soviet Onion is out of here. Have a good day, buddy. But honestly, I mean, if you're gonna go do time drops, you should play like normal. I mean, if people are using that to excuse to gang up on somebody and 4 versus 1 or 5 versus 1 or something, that's lousy. Like, when I time drop and there's people I know in there, I don't specifically target those people. I play the game like I normally would. Now, if I'm going to a beacon in there and that person is there, yeah, I'm going to fight them, but I'm not going to run across the map just to try and destroy that person, because that's just a crappy way to do it, honestly. What's up, Blake Lee? How you doing today? All right, so Nicholas opened 4 super chests and got 3 Crimson Hawks. Man, that's crazy. I will say this though. These super chests really do love to give out duplicate robots. I'm not really sure why that is, but I see duplicates constantly coming out of the super chest. Like, I can't even imagine how many scorpions I've probably got out of super chests, to tell you the truth. All right, Rakesh wants to know what is my favorite robot currently. Truth is, I don't know if I really have a favorite at the moment. Things don't perform the way they used to after the drone rework, so there's a lot of robots I really like, but I still haven't really figured out an exact favorite. I mean, for a while there, I definitely would have said it was the Fenrir, and the Fenrir is still one of my favorites, but it's still not as strong as it used to be, I guess you would say. But I mean, there's a lot of robots I really enjoy playing. Like, I like tanks. I like the tanky robots because I play a lot of beacon games. And the most important thing on a beacon game is grabbing the beacons and then holding it. There's a lot of times where you'll see somebody grabs a beacon and gets it, and then they just leave and they abandon their beacon, and then the enemy just walks over and bloop, takes it back. So you got to be able to sit on a beacon and defend it. So I like tanky robots like Fenrir and Invader and Skyros and stuff like that. Now, if I were playing Team Deathmatch, it would be a little bit different. I'd probably be bringing in Behemoths and Leech. Leech would be a good Team Deathmatch. Ares would be a good Team Deathmatch where you just play with skill and just try and like get pop shots in and take out the enemies. You know, I would be bringing in big-time damage dealers, Harpies and Sirens. I don't know, but I play a lot of beacon games, so I go for things that can hold the beacons down. Kron says, I'm liking beacon games a lot more because of you. Okay, so Mender is definitely a healer. It's not really a tank. When the Mender does not have the healing ability, it is very squishy and easy to kill. So basically, when the healing's ready, you want to run in, hit the healing, heal up your teammates and or yourself, and then get out of there and get back to safety before the ability's over, because when that ability ends and people start shooting you, you're pretty much going to get beat up really quick, I would say. So Mender is definitely not what I consider a tank. Now, when the ability is activated, it can be very tanky for a couple of seconds, but LOL says, my preference game mode is Beacon Rush. Yeah. You know what? I don't really have a preference between Beacon Rush and Domination, but lately I've been playing a little bit more of Team Deathmatch. Not like a lot, but I've been playing a couple here and there. And I'll tell you what, that's a really fun game mode. Like, it's kind of nice not to have to worry about the beacons, because there's so many times you drop in with random players and the random players do not try to get the beacons. So I lose a lot of games because people aren't playing the beacon modes correctly. And one guy by themselves can't hold all the beacons by yourself. So you rely on those teammates to do what they're supposed to do. And a lot of times they don't. So sometimes it's nice just to go play a, death match and not have to worry about the beacons anymore. But all right, Ninja, how's it going? He says, are decays and hazards good to run on the Fenrir? Yeah, I mean, if you want to play like a mid-range Fenrir, sure, they're not bad. They're a little hard to aim at a close distance, but if you're planning on staying back, I mean, if you put those in the Fenrir and drop into something like a team deathmatch, they're going to have a really hard time taking you down. So yeah, those are okay weapons depending on how you're trying to play them. I think there's better weapons for up close fighting, but overall, yes, that's a nice setup. Brogok says, thank you for the tips. You are welcome. All right. What is the best build for the shell? So unfortunately, it's been so long since I've played a shell, I'm not really sure what the best build would be. But I would probably put on at least one nuclear amplifier and probably a last stand and maybe a balanced unit. As far as weapons, I think I would go with something that locks people down. That way when you're running at them, you can try to lock them down. So maybe like a Puncher, Pulsar, Magnetar type of deals would be good on there. I think he has Shell's got a heavy and 2 lights, right? Maybe a Puncher and 2 Magnetars or a Puncher and 2 Shredders would be pretty good. But it's been so long, I'd have to really sit there and play with different setups and test it out to figure out exactly. What's up, Magic? How you doing, buddy? Everything been going good? I definitely hope so. Borgok says, why did you become a War Robots player and a YouTuber? You know, I started playing War Robots so long ago. I used to always play games on my lunch break at work. So I would get bored of a game and I would download something new. Then I'd get bored of a game, and one day I saw War Robots. So I was like, oh, that looks fun. So I downloaded it, sat there, started playing it on my lunch break, and I just never stopped playing it. Now, as far as being a YouTuber, so I had an original YouTube channel for probably about 15 years. Not this channel, but another one. And I just used to occasionally post some videos here and there for fun, and was never really trying to be a serious YouTuber or anything. But one day I was like, you know, I'm going to start posting like more regularly on my channel. I'm going to try and do something different. And I posted a couple gaming videos for a game called CSR Racing, and when I looked at them the next day or a couple days later, they had like 500, 600, 700 views. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. These videos got some views. So I started making more CSR racing games or videos on that channel. And people started watching them. So that's what I started doing. And I was making the occasional War Robots video on that channel as well. But most people were there for the other games. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a War Robots channel as well, so I made a second channel for this game, and it just kind of went from there. Magic, glad you're doing good, buddy. That's awesome. Glad to hear that, man. Loic, what's going on? He says, thank you for the links. Oh, you won the links off the giveaway? Nice. That's awesome. Uno, what's going on? He says, the harpoon weapon is OP, needs a nerf. You know, I'm not 100% sure what I feel about those weapons yet. They're strong, but you do have to get really close in order to use them. So there's times where I've dropped into a game and I got the harpoons on stuff, and I end up dying before I can get close to anybody. I keep getting locked down or gravity amplified, and yeah, sometimes it's really hard to get close enough to use those things. So even though they're very strong, they also put you at a big disadvantage sometimes. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if it needs a nerf or not. In some ways, it would kind of be nice, but in other ways, they're very hard to use. Now, Ninja Fox says actually it's getting buffed. Are they buffing the harpoon weapons? I didn't actually see anything about that. When did they announce that? Smiley says, what do you think about the Rook? I have no idea, man. On the test server, it's crazy. But we don't know what it's going to be like when it's on the live server, so it's hard to say. It's probably going to be really awesome, and it might be terrible, but we'll find out once it goes live. But I'm going to assume it's going to be the next Meta Titan, but we don't know for sure. That's just a guess. All we can do is speculate at this point, because there's been things on the test server that were terrible, and when they went live, they were amazing. There's also things on the test server that sucked. Wait a second. No, other way. I said it backwards. But there's been things on the test server that were really good, and then they sucked when they went live, so we don't really know. Alright, so Nicholas says, is Fenworth John telling good or bad? I like that setup. I think that's a very good setup, honestly. The first couple times I played it, I didn't really like it, but then I put it in and left it there for a few days, and it did really good. Kron says, I still like the movement of the Rook. It's really weird to play. Oh, they announced today that some stuff is getting buffed, huh? Let me go look at the game news really quick and see if I can find some info here. Where is the game news info? War Robots. I've lost it. There it is. Okay, so what did they announce? Needle and Spike are going to get 20% more damage, and the stake weapon is going to get 10% more damage. Oh boy. So obviously War Robots is looking at the data, and the data is telling them that those weapons aren't strong enough, so they're going to buff those things and make them stronger. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, there's going to be a new drone coming out, new robot, new weapons, new Titan pilots. A lot of new stuff is going to be coming out. It's going to be crazy. So we got about, what, 10 more days until the new update hits. So in the next 10 to 15 days, we're going to see all kinds of changes coming into the game. What's up, Big Daddy? How's it going? Nice to see you today, Dee. What's up? So Dee's happy that they're buffing the needles. Rakesh says, what do you think about the upgrade tokens? You're talking about the Dorito chips to upgrade stuff to Mark II and Mark III? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that update. I don't like that addition to the game. But not much we can do about it. If they were easier to get, I wouldn't mind, but you most have to buy them with real money to get them. So that's hard for some people. So Gillen, I think there's a problem with the Ardent Amugi. I think it's got a messed up hitbox where it's not really that it's tougher. It's the fact that when it's moving sideways, like if the Ardent Amugi is walking sideways for some weird reason, a lot of the shots actually go through it instead of hit it. So it's actually a bug. I'm hoping they fix that on the next update. So yeah, that's bugged out. There's a lot of bugs and glitches in the game right now. Like, I'm not really sure why it takes them so long to get some of these bugs and glitches fixed. But it takes them quite a long time to do a lot of this stuff. LOL, I'm not sure which winners you're talking about, but almost all of the giveaway winners have been announced. If you're talking about the little 7-item giveaway we had on Sunday, we'll probably announce those ones on Thursday. Alright, whoever's blowing up my phone, I wish you would stop. I just hear it go da-ding, da-ding, da-ding. It's like, shut up already! I don't know which one of you is doing that. I know it's not one of you guys, but still. I gotta blame somebody, right? Brogox says, I won an angler from the first giveaway I entered. Nice. That's good luck right there. Kron says, I missed back before the drones and the motherships. Yeah, you know, some of the stuff they've added, we could probably do without. There's quite a few things I wish they would remove from the game, but unfortunately, I don't think they ever will. War Robots Espana, what's up, buddy? He says to blame Mad Cat for something. Oh, he says to blame it for the buff on the harpoon weapons. Antisocial says he doesn't think the messed up hitbox is a bug. He thinks it's intentional. I hope it's not intentional. I mean, I don't really know, but I definitely hope not. He said, at first, I thought the angler giveaway was a scam. Unfortunately, there are some YouTubers out there that make fake giveaway videos to try and get views. So there are some, but, you know, anybody who's actually part of the creators program or one of the YouTube mentors, Pixonic calls us, those are all legit. Smiley says the Ardent Amugi is designed that way so everybody buys it. They will fix it when they make enough money off of it. Yeah, you know, a lot of people say similar stuff to that these days. What's up, Mad Cat? How you doing? Brogok won Adrian Chong's giveaway. Cool, cool. But no, I mean, I hate when I'm fighting one of those Amugis and I can't seem to hit the thing. It definitely gives players an unfair advantage. The Toad, how's it going? He says nether with spears or claws. Man, that's really going to come down to personal preference, but me, myself, I would go with the claws. I think if you're running the spears, you almost have to have the autopilot on there. The spears suck without the autopilot, in my opinion. That pilot makes the spears shoot a lot faster, and if you don't have it, they're not really that good. So I would go with the claws because you don't need a special pilot to make them good. Claws are just good in general. Grady White, what's up, buddy? Nicholas wants to know what module should I put on my Kraken Indra, not Inda. All right, so on the Indra, a lot of people really like those. Oh heck, what's the name of those one modules? I'm having a brain fart as to the name of the modules. The ones that make so you take less gray damage. What are those calls, guys? Somebody fill me in there. But Grand Balance are amazing. Damage controllers. Yeah, a lot of guys really like the damage controllers. See, there's a lot of really good setups for the Indra. It's going to come down to personal preference, but a lot of guys love the damage controllers on there. Now, if you got Grand Balance reactors, those are amazing. Onslaughts are amazing. The new Titan repair amps are amazing. I can't remember exactly which slots the Indra has offhand, so I can't remember exactly how many of each module you can fit on there, but any of those modules will do very well on there. Alright, so we got a question. Are the rust weapons good on Skyros? Well, they're good, but how often do you come out of the ball on your Skyros, right? When you do come out, I think you want to have weapons that unload all the shots really quickly, like sonic weapons or, you know, the bomb effect shotguns or something. That way you can come out, unload, and get right back into the ball. Now, those weapons, you know, they take a little while to unload all the ammo, so they're not one of my favorite choices. But they are good. They are good. But I would rather run something else on the Skyros myself. And another thing is, I can't remember if those weapons reload when you're in the ball. Whatever weapons you're running, you want to make sure they do reload when you're in the ball. Or you can unload them fast enough that they're out of ammo before you go back into the ball. One or the other. Yeah, Mad Cat, I use the spike weapons on my Skyros as well, just for the shield. Nicholas, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you later. Sup, Giovanni? Yeah, I don't know why they don't do something with the matchmaking, Giovanni. I really wish they would change it. We could definitely use a little bit of matchmaking changes. So Kron says my Ardent Amugi was getting hit yesterday, but it was going right through me, no damage. More robots, a spaniel. Ugh, man, I got the throg in my throat. Hold on. Those sinuses, man, I'm telling you. Sinuses are killing me lately. Gowan says my laser Skyros is literally meta. I can get 4 million damage just with that robot and never die. That's a lot of damage, my man. Yeah, the harpoon weapons on the Skyros, I mean, that shield, I kind of think there's a glitch there. I don't think that shield recharges. I think the shield recharges faster on the Skyros than it does on other robots, is what I meant to say. And I'm not sure why that is. The Toad says, what should I buy? I have $15. Oh, man. That's a very hard question to answer because I don't really know what you have available on your account. Like sometimes people have different deals and they cost different prices and everything else, but generally, in my opinion, you're either going to look for a really good gold deal. I mean, so if you see like 60,000 gold for like $8, that's worth it, right? Or if you see a Mark II robot with Mark II weapons that's really good for like $8 or $12, that's worth it. So it's hard to tell you what to buy. I mean, I don't know what's available for you, but Mark II robots and weapons for a cheap price or gold for a cheap price. That's what I would usually be looking for if I was going to spend money. XVDBSH. Not sure how to say that, but he says, what is DOT damage in War Robots? Alright, so DOT is damage over time. So some weapons have an effect where once they hit you, they'll slowly drain your health for a couple seconds after they stop shooting you. So that's DOT. That's the DOT or the corrosion effect. Same thing, just different names for it. But yeah, that is damage over time. We got Dixon. What's up? How you doing? Skyros, how's it going? Progrock says, if you want keys, there are 17,000 keys for $3. That's a good deal, actually. That's a really good deal, to tell you the truth. He says, that's pretty good, but you need gold and silver to upgrade the weapons. That's true, but you know, you can get gold and silver just by playing the game. I mean, yeah, it's a grind, but no matter what you get, you're going to have to spend some stuff to upgrade it. LOL, no, you can only be part of one clan at a time. You cannot join more than one clan. Now, you might be able to go squad with another clan, you know, if they invite you by your player ID or something like that, but... Hey, Chrissy Kimberly, how are you doing today? Josh wants to know, is the Cudgel Mace setup good on the Scorpion? I would say yes. Yes, it is. Scorpion's a mean little robot, and those weapons are great on there. I would prefer the sonic weapons on the Scorpion, but you know what? Those are the next best thing in my opinion. Brogok is looking for an iOS clan. So, are there any iOS clans out there looking for new members? He's trying to find one. South Coast says, do you think the special delivery drop rates are really worth spending money on? Well, I mean, it's a personal preference, I guess, but there was a time where the drop rates were a lot better, and I definitely would have spent money on, you know, let's just say I had $50 laying around, and I really needed some of the stuff in there. I would have said, okay, the drop rates are fair enough that if I spend this $50, I'm going to get a lot of really good stuff. Now, if I spend the $50, I'm not really sure if I'm going to get much good out of there or not. So, personally, I don't know. I really wish they would change the drop rates and the way that the special deliveries was back to how it used to be like a year or two ago before the whole bingo box thing popped up, because I don't really like the way they have it set up now. It's not as good as it used to be. Blake Lee wants to know if anybody's looking for an Android clan. I think he's recruiting for his clan. Brogok got a Mark II Scorpion for $2. Nice. That's definitely something worth buying right there. Now, Grady Wright says the Kestrel drone and the Lynx is worth the money. Depends on how much money it costs to get it. That's the thing. Andrew says the bingo prizes suck. I mean, if you can get enough keys to open the big crate 4 times or whatever to get all 4 of the special prizes, then yeah, I mean, that might be worth it if it doesn't cost you a lot. So it depends. I mean, some people are getting great deals where they can get that for $20. For $20, it might be worth it. But if it's going to cost you like $500, then maybe not. You know what I mean? Hunt says practically all I got from the opening was thingy dingies. But yeah, I got a lot of thingy dingies, that's for sure. Thingy dingies all over the place. A whole lot of thingy dingies. Wait a second. Dylan says, I think that the Scorpion pilot Ash received a nil skill. You think that's a new pilot skill they've just added? Is that what you're saying? Or do you think that's like something that's built into it? I'm not quite following you there. Hey, Dickie, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Niggas, what's up? Do I have a Discord server? Yeah, I got a Discord server. There's usually a link to that in all of my videos' descriptions. Mad Cat says the only bad thing about getting updates are takes a bit to get into matches since a lot not updated yet. Well, I'll tell you what I like about updates is the first couple days of the update, Android players go against Android players, right? When we get the update, nobody else has it. We're only up against other Android players, and for some weird reason, the games run so much smoother when you're not facing the other clans. I know the War Robot server were originally built for iOS. And eventually they said, hey, we're going to start putting Android onto this. And eventually we're going to put putting Steam and My Games and all this stuff on there. So they had to reprogram the servers for Android and Steam and My Games and stuff like that. And we're pretty sure, we've got some pretty good evidence and whatnot that the servers aren't really programmed super great, or there's some sort of issue that's causing latency with at least Android, where the Android players seem to have a little bit of a disadvantage, I would say. But when you're running Android versus Android only, the game runs so much better. It's crazy. But it does take a little longer to get into the matches when it's only Android players. Mad Cat's got a level 1 Kestrel. You know, the microchip components are crazy hard to get. I don't understand why, but they've made the microchips so expensive. It's insane. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that pilot skill, Dylan. I haven't actually seen that or heard about it. Let me look on mine really quick. Let me go ahead and log on to my game and look at my skill for Scorpion, because that's the pilot that I run on mine. I don't know if you're talking about the legendary skill or just one of the pilot skills that you can add or what. Oh, there is an update. It says there's a new version of War Robots out for Android. So, yeah, there's an update, guys. There's definitely an update here. And what's going on? My stream just stopped. Is the stream still running? I definitely hope so. For me, it just stopped, but it looks like it's still going. My phone's getting weird on me since I'm updating War Robots. Never seen that happen before, but hey. Alright, stream is still going. Awesome. Alright, so... yeah, Nigga says they made so after the drone rework that we would never have enough. Hey, Dickie just got the immune amplifier today. Those are nice modules. They come in very handy on a lot of robots. A little bit of extra speed and, you know, a little bit of extra durability is nice. Plus, once they stack up, you can't really get locked down and stuff like that, which is really cool. I don't think my War Robots game is updating. Is my phone having a issue or what's going on here? I feel like my phone just disconnected from the internet or something. There seems to be a large problem with the something happening on the phone here. And it's not letting me update. I can't connect to the YouTube. Wow, this is really weird. My phone is having a brain fart, everybody. Alright, I'm connected back to YouTube. I don't know what's going on with it. So, Dickie, it looks like there's an update available for Android currently. It may be a few days before iOS or Steam or whoever gets it, but right now it does look like there's an Android update. Andrew says, Shields now. What about Shields, bud? Gowan says he misses when we didn't have drones for a couple of weeks. You know what? The game was definitely different without the drones, kind of in a good way. We kind of had to relearn how to play the game. I miss, I don't know, I do miss that as well. It was kind of nice when we didn't have drones. You know, if they could remove motherships, if they could remove drones, that would be amazing. One of the things, though, if they did remove that stuff, the weapons are so powerful now, they'll obliterate robots. If you don't have the pilot skills and the drone abilities and stuff to help you out, you just get obliterated by the ultra overpowered weapons. I honestly think the robots should have more hit points. Alright, so 16 wants to know, do you think the Amugi is best with lasers or radiation weapons? Honestly, I would probably say the lasers. I like the lasers on there. The Toad says, I already spent about $60 on the game. Is that a mistake? Well, you know, hobbies cost money, right? Pretty much anything you do is going to cost some sort of money. So if you spent $60 on something and you get, you know, a while of enjoyment out of that $60, then hey, it was probably worth it, right? I mean, there's people that go out and go golfing and spend like what? I don't know. I don't even know how much it costs somebody. $300, $400, $500 to go golfing for one day. So if you spent $60 and got something that actually helps you out or something that you enjoy, then I think you did okay. All hobbies cost a little bit of money here and there, so nothing wrong with spending a few bucks, right? Madcast says, one night at the bar, drinking or food is usually over $60 for one night. That's crazy, man. I've never spent that kind of money. Now, things have definitely gone up in price lately, but I mean, when I used to go out to the bar, have a couple beers, I mean, I didn't really drink much, but I used to go down to the local punk rock bar. They'd have bands play all the time, and they had dollar beers. So, you know, I'd spend like $3 or $4 on beer and a couple dollars on a tip for the waitress, and that was it. It was only a couple dollars, man. Then I'd go down in the basement and watch the bands play and enjoy the music. As far as food goes, I really don't know. I've never been much of an eater-outer person. I don't like to eat out at restaurants, honestly. Like, eating out at restaurants has never been my thing. I mean, if I was hungry, I would either make something at home or I would stop at, like, maybe the Taco Bell or whatever. But I've never really enjoyed sit-down restaurants for some weird reason. I mean, they're nice occasionally, but the only time I ever really went to one of those is if somebody else was, you know, I was out with some people and they're like, hey, we're going to go over to so-and-so. Then I'd be like, okay, but I don't know. I've never spent $60. That would be crazy. But I hear these days, pretty much anytime you go to a restaurant, it's going to be outrageous. Andrew said, I heard America is crazy expensive these days. You know, the prices on everything is getting insane. So that's probably right. I mean, I don't know how much stuff costs here compared to the rest of the world, but everything has gone way up. I mean, it's crazy. Antisocial said, I grew up going to the arcade and dumped $20 in quarters. Andrew says, in Korea, there's no taxes. Wow, really? No taxes? Amazing. What's it like living over there? Is it a nice place to live? I don't really know anything about it. Mad Cat says, Decay and Hazards are good weapons. Yeah, they're actually good on just about anything. Yeah, if you're looking for some weapons that can do a lot of damage from a distance, those are a nice choice. 16 says, what do you think is a better value? The black market or the special delivery? Well, man, that depends. It depends on what you want. If there's a bunch of stuff in the black market that you want, sometimes you can get a lot of keys for next to nothing. So that's a pretty darn good value. But, I mean, in my opinion, I think the black market does seem like a better value if you want the stuff that's in it. Now, if there's nothing in there that you want or need and you spend a bunch of money buying keys, well, then that's not a good value. So it just depends on if you're getting things that you need out of it. You know what I mean? Oh, no taxes or tips at restaurants. Gotcha. Kron says the immune amplifiers are great from the black market. Hello? Alright, $7.99 for 18,000 bronze tokens. Kind of. I mean, you're probably going to get enough components to build some stuff. You might get a couple weapons out of it. I mean, you'll probably get an okay drop, but just remember the majority of what you're going to get out of that small crate is going to be like 500 components, 250 components. You might get a few things like a whole weapon here and there, but that's really going to boil down to personal preference, whether it's worth it to you or not. But I mean, there's no guarantee what's going to come out. It's pretty random. I mean, you could be really lucky and get a whole bunch of weapons, or you could be, you know, average and get a whole bunch of components. So I don't really know what's going to pop out of there when you try and open it. So I have no idea if you're going to be getting a good value or not, but you know what I mean. Tarek, how's it going? He says, are you playing solo? Are you talking to me? I'm not playing at all today. On the question and answer type of things, I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and I don't really play, so. Tarek says, the bronze tokens are crap. Don't get them unless you have a weak hanger. Josh says there's a high chance of getting a bunch of components from the special delivery. Oh yeah, you're definitely going to get a bunch of components from it. That's the main thing you're going to get is components. Question is, how many? Is it going to be enough to build several weapons? I mean, you really don't know until you open it. There's no good way to find out until you've already opened it, is what I'm getting at. I mean, it's like gambling. It's like playing a slot machine. You know, you might pull the lever 50 times and one of those times might hit, the other times it may not. All right. There's 17 apps needing updating on my phone. Holy crap. That's a lot of apps updating. Wow. All right, so I know... Oh, War Robots has a new logo now. Okay. Maybe not logo, but a new thumbnail for the game on Android. Dylan wants to know if there's going to be a reduction on price for the modules. You know, I'm not really sure what kind of stuff they have as far as pricing plan. They don't really go over stuff like that. So if anything like that does happen, you'll find out about the same time as we do. Now, sometimes if you look in the daily deals, you'll see modules that you can buy for a couple of dollars. I mean, 5,000 gold, you can normally buy 5,000 gold for a couple of dollars. What the heck? This is really weird. I'm looking at the new loading screen and there's this like a lady playing poker. That is weird. That's really weird. Mad Cat, hope your lunch was good, buddy. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let me look at that Scorpion pilot. I'm gonna try and figure out what he was talking about there. Where is my Scorpion? If I miss anybody's comments, I apologize. I'm sitting there trying to answer stuff, and I'm talking a lot, so sometimes they do scroll by and I miss them. All right, so the Asgard Guard pilot is still giving you stealth. I don't see anything about any additional pilot skill added or anything else added to it. Now, if it's the skills you can choose, I mean, I guess it's possible that they've added something else in there. I'm not really sure, but as of right now, I don't see anything different about that pilot. I don't think they've changed the pilot itself. I wouldn't say it's... I guess it's not the logo. It's just a new thumbnail. Like, you know, when you go to play the game on your phone, you tap on the little War Robots thumbnail or logo or whatever you want to call it. That has changed. Like, the colors are different. So yeah, there's a new update for Android. So they changed the little thumbnail on that new update. That's all I'm trying to say there. All right. Uh-oh. I clicked on the wrong thing. Here we go. So Andrew says, I bought bronze tokens and got 3 claws, 2 jaws, Hawanji, 2 Tejas, 2 Yogis, a spike and needle, and from all you got all that. How many bronze tokens did you get, Andrew? That's a lot of stuff, man. It sounds like you got a pretty good haul on that. So if that wasn't too terribly expensive, it sounds like you made up pretty well. Yeah, that's awesome, actually. Congrats on getting a bunch of good stuff. That is amazing. All right. I'm just kind of looking at something on my streaming software. Hold on a second. There we go. Andrew says 10,000, 10,000, and 10,000. So you must have bought 3 little packages there. What's up, Megatron? How you doing? Nice to see ya. I'm reading back up to the chat for a second, so give me a minute here. Kron says those immune amps are great from the black market. I actually wish I had a few more immune amps. Those are pretty nice. I like the repair amps a little bit better most of the time, but I guess it depends on which robot you're running it on. Dickie says, nice graphics. Are you talking about the game graphics? The game does have pretty nice graphics overall. Alright, so 16 bought 22,000 bronze tokens. He got 3 Hawanji weapons, 4 Yogis, however you say that. 1 Teja, 2 to 3 talons, 2 claws, 3 jaws, 1 spike, and 1 needle. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, really. So $5.99. Blake saying he's getting 35,000 gold and 1 upgrade token for $5.99. Yeah, that's a pretty decent deal, I guess. That sounds halfway decent. Dickie, so the Rook's not actually in the game yet. Currently, the Rook is on the test server. So that's going to be added to the game on the next big update. So we got at least 10 more days before the big update goes live. But after the big update does go live, I'm not 100% sure when we're going to start seeing the new stuff added to the game. More than likely, the Rook's going to be in the special delivery crates when the next update shows up. Generally, new robots, new weapons, new titans. Normally, all of that is only going to be available if you buy a bunch of tokens and open those crates. $16 says, I would definitely buy a bunch of bronze tokens if you're in need of weapons. And I think the laser, harpoon, or rocket weapons would work well with your robot. I'm not sure who you're talking to there, 16, but thank you for giving out some advice. Andrew wants to know, is the Aether nerf already live? Not that I know of. Normally they'll announce if that goes live, and they haven't announced that yet that I've seen, so I don't think so. We may have got a little bit of an update today, but that's probably just an update getting the game ready for when the big update actually happens, if that makes sense. Oh, Dickie says Crisis, not Minder. Yeah, that'll be part of the next update as well, so it's not going to be easy to get is the part that sucks. Wait. Google Play receipt. What did I buy on Google Play? Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I haven't bought anything on Google Play in a while. I think I have what they call Google One or something. It's like $2 a month for like extra storage on your Google Drive. So they charge me for that. That always throws me for a loop for some reason. It's like, hey, I didn't buy anything. Jamil, nice to see you. How you doing today? Josh, why should they call it durian? What is a durian? I don't know what that is. There must be some sort of reason behind that. I'm not even sure what a rook is besides a piece in chess, right? If there's actual meanings behind those names, I don't know what they mean. I might be a big dumb dummy, but yeah. That's what I remember. Durian is a fruit? Huh. So you're saying the new Titan is a fruit? Well, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about that one. But the new Titan is a little bit fruity, I guess. The new Titan is fruity. Tutti fruity on Rudy. Tutti fruity on Rudy. Woo! Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Forget you heard that, okay? Uh-oh. Oh no. Jamel says it looks like a durian fruit. It's a stinky jackfruit looking spiky kind of fruit. Or a pineapple. Yeah, you know, it does have a resemblance to like a pineapple. But I've never actually seen a durian fruit. Ow, crap. I just hit my microphone. I think I broke my fingers off. My finger is just broken. My fingers... Well, not really, but... Alright, so... Vijay Paul, hopefully I'm saying your name right there, wants to know if Cremola, Rastor, and Smuta are any good. They're pretty decent, yes. I mean, they're not my favorite weapons anymore, but they're actually pretty decent. The last couple times I played them, it was a lot of fun. I mean, they actually did really good, so... Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're definitely cool, right? Ooh, whoa, whoa, the Danny pilot's going crazy. Look at him go. What's he doing there? Oh my gosh. He's going nuts. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I know I'm silly. I'm silly. Don't mind me. LOL, the robot is called the Rook. R-O-O-K. The Rook. Antisocial says, I see I'm not the only one easily amused. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very easily amused for sometimes like 1 or 2 minutes at a time. But the thing is, the amusement usually wears off quickly. Bjorn, what's up? How you doing today? Oh, you know, Dylan says the durian is a fruit, but it's got a really bad smell. Rockzilla says they will not put you on a plane with the durian fruit because it stinks. That's funny. That is funny. Jamil says shield should not regenerate. Shields on what, my friend? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Hypefix, what's up? He says maybe the Rook was named after a rock. Oh, Jamil says the physical shield's on the Rook. Yeah, we don't know exactly what it's going to be like when it goes live, so it could be very different. I mean, it might be exactly the same, or it could be very different when it goes live. Like I always say, don't judge anything 100% by the way it is on the test server. The test server really just gives Pixonic information and whatnot to decide how they're going to go when it actually goes live. So that really just helps them figure out what they want to do with it. And well, I'm not sure what they're going to do with it, honestly. Could do anything with it. Alright, so unfortunately iOS and Android cannot really crossplay. Now they can, but they can't. So let me elaborate on this. Now if you try to do what you call time drops, where you both hit battle at the same time, you might be able to drop into a game with your friends if they're on a different platform. But you can't join a clan or invite a friend to a squad unless they're on the same platform as you are. But you might try to time drop with your buddy. And if you both pick the same game mode and hit battle at the same time, there's a pretty good chance you're going to end up in the same game together. Now, there's no guarantee you're going to be on the same team, though, is the only thing. You might be on different teams. So, I don't know. It's one of those deals that if your buddy's on a different platform, that's really your only option to try and get into a game with your buddy. Dylan says, are you in War Robots as a pilot? Nope. They haven't made a Danny Lightning pilot yet. They said, man, that Danny Lightning guy stinks. That's what they said. He smells bad. He smells bad. We can't put a stinky pilot in the game. They said, that guy smells like durian fruit. Can I do an updated video on modules again? Well, just kind of like what? Going over what they do and which ones are good, or? Dickie, no. Normally the test server is only on Saturday and Sunday. Every once in a while you might have a weekday test server session, but it's rare. There's a couple times where I think I've seen it start on a Thursday and a Friday, but usually it's only Saturday and Sunday. Jamil says the Danny Lightning pilot, whenever you get a kill, it'll go die, die. That's funny. Kron says, did you fill out the recent survey? I need to, but I have not. The main reason I haven't done it is a lot of the times when I'm playing, I'm on my computer emulator. And I don't really want to be filling out surveys and stuff on the emulator. You can't really type on it, so I do need to do the survey. I don't really even know what it asks, honestly. Bjorn, the thing is, there are so many different robots. You can't, it would be like an hour-long video to tell you which modules are good on every single robot in the game. LOL, I would say the Jaw and the Talon is probably better than the flamethrowers at the moment. Flamethrowers are really hard to aim and you're going to miss a lot of shots, to where the other weapons kind of like lock on and you're probably going to hit all the shots or most of them as long as you're in range. So I think the Rust rockets are a little bit better, honestly. But generally on the tanks, now here's the deal. I'll give you a quick little rundown on modules. One nuclear amplifier on every single robot is a good idea. Now, if the robot is squishy, I would go with nuclear amplifier, last stand, and a balance unit. Or instead of a balance unit, maybe an immune amp. Depending on what you have. Now, if the robot is tanky, you would go with one nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amps, or 1 nuke amp, 1 repair amp, and 1 immune amp. Now, on something like a Skyros, you would probably want to do, like, since it's really fast and it's really hard to kill, you would probably do something like 1 repair amp and 2 immune amps to get the extra speed and whatnot. So I mean, everything is, for me, pretty much any robot's going to be a mix between the modules I just mentioned right there. The Toad, I don't think I've actually played another with the stakes that I can remember. So I can't actually comment on that one because I don't think I've tried that yet. Yeah, Jamil, you know, I've always told them they have a little bit too much going on this game. Like, new players get into this game and they've got so much to learn, it's crazy. Rockzilla says, why are they making pilots for Titans? I don't know, my man. I mean, my guess is to make more money. These games are a business, and they're definitely running it like a business, so I think they're just making something else to sell you, honestly. Kron says the Imperial Hades Mark II is available to buy in the offers. Nice. I don't have the Imperial one. I used to have it, and then I sold it a long time ago. I don't know why I sold it, but I did. I've always wanted another one. Now, one thing about like what's available in the shop, though, that's different for everybody for some weird reason. I'm going to look through the shop and see what's in there. Let's see if I have the Hades. I may or may not have it. Let's find out. Where's it at? Where is it at? I got a Behemoth with 4 Stellar Prismas for $12, all Mark II. I got Mark 1 Retro Revenant with Devastators and whatever Scatters for $6. Mark 1 Typhon with a paint job for $4. I got a Thermonuclear Reactor for $2. I definitely wouldn't buy that. And I've got a Nodens with Lanterns for $6. So I don't have the Hades. Hades is not there for me today. I did see that the other day and I almost bought it, but I didn't. Bjorn, you're welcome, buddy. So we got about 15 more minutes left on the stream. So if you guys have any, what do you call it? Any questions? I forgot the word. I don't know what a question is apparently, but if you got any questions, get them in there. We got 15 more minutes. LOL wants to know what I would recommend running on the 2 Fenrirs. I would say you should probably run weapons. You might want to put some weapons on it, right? Some modules if you got them. Maybe a drone and a pilot. That would probably be pretty good to run on your Fenrirs. Now for the pilot, you definitely want to get the Bernadette Wolves. They make Fenrir a tank. As far as modules, I would probably do 2 repair amps in the nuke amp. Weapons are going to be pretty personal preference, I would say. Anything that does good damage up close is what I like to run on the Fenrir. And as far as the drone goes, I kind of like the beak because the beak puts him in stealth all the time, which makes him stay alive a lot longer. Rockzilla says, do you think we'll be able to get the ultimate Orkans without getting the Spectre? I would imagine. I'm just taking a guess on this, but I have a feeling these are going to be money only items. Like, I bet they're going to sell 1 Orkan for like $50 or something. I don't know. It'll probably be like $50 each, or maybe it'll be like $100 for the robot. I'm just taking a wild guess, okay? I have no idea how they're going to do it, but I'm taking a wild guess here. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it'll come in a package like $300 for the weapons and the robot. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess it's possible they could put them in the operations pass, or they could be pulled out of crates. I really have no clue in the world how they're going to be doing that. Do I think the new Reaper weapons will be overpowered? I can't answer that because they're very overpowered on the test server, but that doesn't mean they're going to be the same way when they go onto the live server. So there's a good chance they will be, but it's possible they could tone them down a little bit when they go on the live server. So we're not going to know for sure until they go live. Jamil won a Kestrel drone. Nice, nice. Triathan says, I use 2 fortifiers and a RA, repair amplifier on the Mars. Yeah, that would be nice. Mars has a pretty strong shield, actually. Okay, I got a question. What free-to-play weapons are the best for Minos? What do you consider free-to-play exactly? Weapons that you can buy with platinum, or weapons that... I mean, I guess you have to buy all of them with platinum. So here's the deal. If you've got some platinum to spend and you're trying to get Minos weapons, I mean, currently I would say... What do they got in here that you can buy? You can buy cinders, which are pretty decent. I'm looking at what's available for silver here. I mean, the crates are pretty good. Not everybody likes the crates. They're a little bit hard to use because of the way you have to aim them, but they're very strong weapons. The squalls are pretty good if you play them correctly. Cinder, no, you can't get lanterns, can you? Cinders, I guess I would go, personally, I would go with the cinders. Looking through the weapons that you can currently buy with platinum, I would still go with cinders. I mean, they're not as good as they used to be, but I mean, I've played them on there a few times, and I still like the cinders. Not everybody does, because the cinders did get nerfed. But yeah, that would be my choice, actually. I mean, if you can get the Maha and the Maha Vajra, or the new like Viron or Chiron weapons, whatever they are, those would definitely be the best choices, but what's broken after the update, my friend? Alright, so you can't play the game at all after the update? What exactly is the problem? Like, what's it doing? Can you not get into the game? Can you not can't find a match? What exactly is happening? What robot is the best in hunting grounds? I would say there's two that really stand out to me. Number one is the Angler, and number two is the Seraph. They can both kill a whole lot of spiders at the same time with their abilities, so those are probably the best you can get. And if you can put an armadillo drone on those, your robot will not die. Like, it'll get so many defense points from all those kills, the spiders can't kill it no matter how hard they try. So if you were to drop in a Seraph with an armadillo, it would be unstoppable. Joe Mojo Joe says, on a scale of 1 to 100, what's your positivity about War Robots at the moment? Well, man, that's a little hard to answer. This is my main problem with War Robots. There's people cheating. That brings the score down. There's a lot of bugs and glitches. That brings the score down. Matchmaking is not always good, so that brings the score down. I would say about a 60. Probably about a 60 out of a 100 right now. Now, 2 years ago, I would have said 90 out of a 100. Right now, I would say we're down to about a 60. Because of the things I just mentioned right there. This could easily be the best game on Android if they would fix it up and make some changes. Alright, would I say that the special delivery crates have bad drop rates? Okay, I would say that the small and the medium don't have the best drop rates compared to what they used to be. Now the big ones, depending on how much you can get the tokens for, have pretty good drop rates. I mean, you kind of, if you can open enough to fill up those crates like 4 times, you're going to get some nice stuff out of there. So, I don't know. Yeah, I still love this game, but there's just a lot of things that need fixed. There's a lot of things that need fixed. Unexpected wants to know recommended builds for defeating the Bastion at the end of the... You know what? I've never got to the Bastion because I don't have 2 hangars on my War Robots account. I've only got 1 hangar and I refuse to buy a second one. It requires you to have 2 hangars in order to keep going on, so I've never got to fight that thing. So honestly, I really don't know what works well against it. I do not have an answer for that one, I'm sorry. I have no idea. Alright, so this comment says maybe we need to learn how to hack to stop the hackers. Honestly, that every single person who starts hacking is just a part of the problem, honestly. That's not going to fix anything, that's just going to add to the problem. You would just be making the problem even worse if you started hacking yourself. Andrew says the Lynx is good for killing the boss. Alright, yes, I think hacking can be stopped. They have to figure out how to make some sort of an anti-cheat system that can detect when people are using the hacks, and that anti-cheat would be able to ban their accounts or suspend them from the game or something. Now the thing is, Pixonic has done a lot to stop some of these hacks from happening. Like, we used to constantly see those Arthurs and shells and stuff that would run across the map and they would just explode and blow up and destroy everything. You hardly see those anymore because Pixonic found a way to shut them down, and then the hackers find a new way to make it happen again, then Pixonic shuts it down. But the main thing isn't the hackers like that anymore. It's the people using the small hacks that give themselves the extra durability, or they give themselves a little bit of extra damage or something like that. That's the kind of hacking I'm constantly seeing in the game, and there's times where you don't really know if it's a hack or a game glitch or what's happening either. So when something like that's happening, you can't prove that that player is hacking, right? There's no way to know for sure whether that player is hacking or if the game's having an issue or what. Now, there are the clans you go up against where every single time you play them, you can't damage them, but they come over and kill you in 1 or 2 shots. I don't think that's a coincidence there, right? Like, no matter what you do, there's no way to especially at the start of the game when you don't have any, like, nuclear amplifiers charged up or anything going on. But there's times where at the very start of the game, I drop my robot in, I run over to a beacon, a guy comes over and pop. That's it, I'm dead. He killed me instantly. That's not possible. That's not possible. That's gotta be somebody using hacks. And there's probably like 5 or 6 clans in the game that no matter every single time you go against them, that's how it is. Those clans have to be hacking. I mean, that can't be a game error. I don't know. I'm not going to name any names off because I have no proof about any of this, but I would say there's 5 or 6 clans out there, which I can almost guarantee you almost all of them are hacking, but there's no proof of it. Alright, so Sweaty Demon says the game is going downhill. You know, I hope they start realizing, hey, maybe we should make some changes that benefit the players a little bit. Maybe we should start fixing the problems and glitches and get everything working, right? I hope the new company that took over realizes they need to do something different and starts doing different things. LOL says, what about the Vox clan? You know what? I haven't seen Vox in a long time. Are they still even around? I haven't get. I actually, you know, I do see a few Vox players every once in a while, but I don't see full clans. I might see like one guy from Vox in a battle. So. Rockzilla says half of my clans have stopped playing because of the hackers. The most fun robot in the game. Man, I'll tell you what. Right now, I'm finding the Lynx to be very fun. I think Scorpion can be a lot of fun. Mars is a lot of fun for me. I mean, really, that one's going to come down to personal preference. Everybody finds different things differently, but those are some of my most fun robots at the moment. And Pursuer is a lot of fun, too. Aldred, yeah, Sonics are great weapons, honestly. Andrew says War is a door. Unfortunately, he's not playing War Robots anymore, so... he's kind of moved on to playing that Diablo game. Like, I still talk to Adore sometimes, but he is playing Diablo. 16 wants to know what's the best weapon for Lynx. Right now, I really like Redeemers. I like the Glories, and I think I like the new Harpoon weapons. Those are definitely my favorite Lynx weapons right now. The Rust Rockets are pretty good as well. Jamel says Raven is crazy fun. Rockzilla says Fox doesn't really squad because they got tired of running into hackers. Yeah, you know, I'm getting pretty tired of squatting for the same reason as well. I think when you run solo or duo, you're less likely to run into a squad full of hackers, honestly. Normally when I play solo or duo, I tend to have more fun and the games do seem to be better often. Not always, but often. He yawns. Alright, so our stream time is pretty much up here, so if anybody has any last minute questions, now is the time to get them in real quick. But stream time is over, guys. That's all she wrote. So if you got a question you just have to have answered, get it in there really quick. I'm going to take a sip of water and I'll be right back to answer that if anybody asks it. I must have really needed some water because, man, I just chugged like a crap load of water, which is not normal for me. But hey, it was good. Bjorn, have a great day. Nicholas wants to know, is it worth building a Skyros, or should you do the Skyros? In my opinion, if you're looking for something to grab and hold beacons, the Skyros is amazing. If you're looking for a robot to fight with, I don't think I would go with the Skyros. But if you want something for beacons, Skyros is super awesome. 16, if you can get the Holangis for your Seraph, I think that would be a much better build. Sweaty Demon says, I was an Omega, and once they started with the Mark III tokens, that was the last straw and I left. Then I see they reworked the drones and rip people off once again, so I'm glad I ditched the game. Alright, so I guess Sweaty's not playing anymore. But yeah, I don't think the way they did the drone rework was wonderful. I think they could have done that a lot differently. LOL says, why is there one available news on the news section? More than likely there was some sort of error when they tried to add the link or whatever. Generally, if something like that happens, it just means there was an error, that the link was bad, or they typed something in wrong. I don't know exactly how that works, but some sort of problem with the coding for the link, I would say. 16 says, the stream was awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, microchips are very hard to get. That is for sure. They don't make the microchips easy to get at all, I will say that. They do not make it easy to get at all. Mitos, yeah, thanks for coming out, buddy. It was awesome to have you here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys coming out. But I think that's pretty much it for the stream. So I just want to say thank you guys. Thanks to all of you channel members. I really appreciate your extra support. Anybody who ever hits the thank you button or what every once in a while, that's very nice of you guys. And everybody who comes out, hangs out, watches the videos. I appreciate everybody for being here and checking out my videos and stuff. I really do. So thank you for being here, and you guys have an amazing day. I got to get going and get the rest of my junk done for the day, and I got a lot of stuff left to do. So, all right, everybody, have an amazing day. See ya, and thank you.
Waiting a chance for when